Welcome, party people, part 3. You already know what it is. DJ KL or Rockwell. So you're holding it down on a Tuesday night, doing the comedy club that day, right?
No, not that day. It was my regular night.
Okay.
It was either Thursday or Friday night, I
Okay.
believe, because both nights used to be packed.
Yeah.
After work type thing.
Okay.
It was an after work type thing, 2 cousins. So, whatever night it was.
Yeah.
I'm in the booth. I'm rocking.
Mm-hmm.
He had to come through the crowd.
Who's he?
Kool Herc from the Hercules.
There you go. All right.
You know, like, that's our godfather.
Yeah, that's
one
the-
of them.
yeah,
we
yeah.
we have several, but that's one
That's
of
definitely
our
one
godfathers.
of them. Right.
Like, you know, he lived on the block that is now called Hip Hop Boulevard, which is still is Cedric Avenue.
Right.
You know, but and coincidence, the Dean family from Rough Riders and Kool Herc lived in the same building.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. When Kool Herc turned on his sister,
Yeah.
they heard it every time. They couldn't escape the music.
Small world, right?
Yes.
That's
yes.
the common denominator.
Okay. He got through the crowd. He's coming in like, oh
He's
shit,
bopping.
who's in there rocking?
Yeah.
He comes to the door, he looks in and said, oh, animation. I was like,
What?
yo, Herc, what you talking about? Oh, I was gonna get on, but that's animation. Those are toys. Where's your turntables? Where's your turntables? Where's your
Because you had the controller there or the CDJs?
It was CDJs.
Yeah.
You know, this is, you know, mid 2000s.
Oh, that's hilarious. So Kool Herc was about to rock and then was like, nah.
He said, no, that's animation. I'm not touching those.
Wow.
Yo, he got on the mic. I gave him the mic. He got on the mic. He shouted me out. Yo, we'll get with my little man. But that's what he always called me. My little man, KL Rockwell. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. Y'all dancing. Keep dancing. And he went to the bar and chilled out for the rest of the night.
Nice.
But he came in there to rock.
Wow, but he was like, nah.
He said, he looked at it, he threw his hands up and said, animation. And
Where your turntables at, he said.
yeah, he's like, yo, where the turntable? Where your turntable? Where your turntable? If I would have known how to bought my turntables.
Oh, no. That's how you know you had the energy right, though.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That's how
He had a good time that
Yeah, you
night.
can
Trust me,
confirm
he
that.
had a good time. But he wanted to come in there, and because you know he was one of my mentors growing up. You know, wherever Kool Herc was, if I could sneak away, I was there in the park, or in a jam, or in a gym, or in any place he was rocking. If I can get up in there, I was up in there. You know, there was certain DJs back in those times, whether they were, you know, because we had a bunch of street DJs that just did the park circuit. Then you had the club DJs.
Right.
Then you had a crossover of both.
Okay.
Like, you got heard in the park, a promoter for a club heard you in the park, now you got a spot.
Gotcha.
You know, that's how it went back in the days, too. You know, before, they didn't just come and say, well, I want you, they had to hear how you rock. First of all, they got to get that money at that door and pay off that bar. Your job is to make people dance, sweat, and go to that bar.
Right.
Once they pay that entry fee, you got to keep them inside, keep them drinking, keep them dancing, and keep them sweating.
Yeah.
Because the more they dance and sweat, the more they going to go to that bar. Even if they drinking water all night, that bar is making money.
Yeah.
That's how you keep your residency, too.
Yeah,
You know
keeping
what I
that
mean?
bar busy.
Keeping that bar busy.
Yeah.
Keeping
Sure.
them dancing, keeping them sweating, and keeping that bar busy. That's how you keep your residency. If people come in and be like,
Just lame.
just like this or something.
Yeah.
And then it starts out with like maybe 40, 50 people. And then by 12 o'clock, it's dwindled down to like 30.
Right.
And then dwindles down to like 20.
Right.
And then you have the regulars.
Right.
And then the regulars might be anywhere from 20 people. And then it'll pick back up because now the latecomers is coming after 12. The early birds, like from after work, they going home. You know what I mean? So you had that whole element. You know what I mean? But that's why I told that story, because I'll never forget it.
Yeah. That's kind of, I wouldn't forget that either. Like, for me, my moment that's kind of like that, it's not like that, but it was a famous person I interacted with briefly, and it was Jay-Z. I was in Philly remember when they used to do record conventions? Yeah. Right?
Absolutely.
So there was a huge one in Philly that they would do every year, and they would have performances there and the whole nine, you know what I mean? So we go there, and Jay-Z is there, and he's debuting Beanie Siegel.
Oh, okay.
So he has him, Memphis Bleak, and Beanie Siegel. So they go on this little stage, and there's maybe like 100 of us. We just happen to have VIP passes. I didn't even think the VIP pass meant anything until we got to that part. They were like, oh, VIP can go in here. So when we went in there, we're like, oh, shit. You know what I mean? So real intimate setting. They're rocking out. They're doing some joints. You know, they did like 4 or 5 joints. They come off stage, and they're like, yo, if you want to, say what's up, you can say what's up. So we go over and say what's up to Jay. He's like, cool. While we're doing that, this kid with the most craziest energy is like, yo, Jay, you gotta hear me rap, bro. You gotta hear me rap. I'll smoke motherfuckers, right? So Jay actually has my hand in his hand. You know what I'm saying? So like we're walking away, and he's kind of pulling me this way. So we both walk off. You know, his entourage is here. And the kid is just like, yo. So this other kid in front of us is like, fuck that. I'll smoke his boots. He ain't doing nothing. So he's retorting the other kid, right? So Jay, all of a sudden, I back up. Now he's over there doing his thing. And he's like, all right, everybody. He's like, he goes like this, right?
Yeah, that's him.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, y'all two got to take that outside, right? So they go out the doors. He comes outside, and he's like, all right, so let me hear what you got, right? So the one kid that was the loudest was so whack. I mean,
trash.
I mean,
straight
super trash.
Right.
Yo, Jay turns to me, he goes, see what I deal with? I was like, I do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because when we ended up going outside, I ended up being like here, and he's like right there.
Right.
You know, so as these kids are rapping, I'm looking, and at that time I rapped. And I was like, I would smoke this kid myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I look over, and Jay's like, you see what I deal with? like, that's my little story I'll give y'all. But, you know what I mean?
Absolutely,
but, you know,
bro.
back to KL, though. So you being in the Bronx, I think, is super dope, especially when it comes to music, particularly hip-hop. You know what I mean? It's the roots are there. I just think it's a different feel in the city. You know, talk a little bit about, you know, the days of CDJs and going out and rocking parties out, like clubs out there. What was that about?
Was easy.
Yeah, easy stuff.
That was easy.
But that was big, though, right?
Yeah. See, coming off of Rough Riders, which everybody, since I've been a DJ way before Rough Riders, and I had so much gear when I went places and to do parties. I had this. Oh, he's a Rough Rider DJ. I was not.
Right. We talked about that.
Last time, I was never a Rough Rider DJ. To this day, I see kind of the regret of them like, damn, we didn't know.
We would have let you rock.
We could have did stuff with you. You was always there.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I'm getting a little bit of that now, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, but the CDJs became my best friend again. Like, CDJs really changed the way I was rocking, because with the early days of iTunes, it was so easy to get music, You know, you can make a playlist, put in your CD, copy.
Done.
Yep.
It ain't like that no more.
Not like that no more, man.
Much more accessible. You know, Napster and all those ones.
All that type of stuff, yeah, man. But, yeah, those were the days, bro. Those were the days. Music, the music was so easy to get.
Yeah.
Anything you put in. You could put in stuff from the 20s or the 30s or the 40s, the 50s, 60s, and you can make a playlist burning onto that CD, or when clients would give you a playlist.
Right. And you had to play something that you don't have. Right.
So you make up the client's playlist, put that on 1 or 2 CDs, go and rock their party. They are so happy because you played all their joints. You know, it really became, to me, it wasn't animation. It was a step up.
It was using technology.
And I took full advantage of it. I carried less equipment. I got paid more.
And had more music.
And had way. That's the reason why my collection is so big now, digitally.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing, y'all might have heard him talking about, oh, you was able to create a playlist, and you probably thinking to yourself, I could do that right now. What's he talking about? No. He means for free.
Right.
Like, you would get the top quality MP3.
That's
and it would be free.
That's
right. Now you got to kind of work for that or pay a fee to get access to do all that.
Join
or you're trying to rip it from YouTube.
Right.
And it's not the best quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's talking about the straight high quality MP3.
That's
he had access to it, and he could burn it to a CD and play it, royalty free.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
right.
That's what he means. Just to connect
just
the dots.
To clear it out. Just to clear it out. Yeah.
So I'm sorry. So we were going into that whole thing, collecting music, and you were saying that's why your collection is so big now.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Because all of that was saved in the computer.
Way before.
Way before. I saved everything. It just didn't save as a playlist. It saved on my cloud playlist.
Right.
So when I went back to the cloud, once I got my first controller,
right?
Because it's a controller, it controls the program.
Right.
Shout out to Virtual DJ. Now once I got to that, my collection, I had thousands of songs.
Yeah, because all your CDs turned digital. You turn all that digital easy.
Everything just got
migrated,
stored into the computer. Then I had to get, an external hard drive. My first external hard drive was 1 terabyte. I got a 2 terabyte now. Getting ready to get a 3 terabyte. Because, there's so much music. I have to, back up everything on something, just in case something happens
things
at a party, some fool spills a drink, or some drunk lady, something stupid happens, and my hard drive my external gets damaged.
Right.
I have it on backup on several at home.
Right.
So it doesn't. I don't lose anything that way. I don't lose anything. I just the other day put the whole 1 terabyte on the 2 terabyte, and all my flash drives that I carry, I got a flash drive on me now. All my little flash drives, my 36s, 32s, whatever the case may be, 120s. I put all of that on the 2 terabyte just the other night.
Oh, okay.
Sitting up. Didn't have. I was. You know what? Let me transfer all my stuff.
Just so you have
this 2 terabyte is totally empty. I just flooded it with everything. Everything.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And now I'm getting ready to go back. I have to re-download iTunes and pull up all that stuff, and then put all that stuff.
See if you can export it out.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. I don't think I asked you this before. Have you done like the whole gamut of possible events that a DJ can do? Like, have you done weddings and stuff like that before?
Man, listen. If I had $1 for every wedding, bar mitzvah, I did several
like
nationality weddings.
Oh, okay.
They would give me the playlist.
Yeah.
Or even back in the days when I had vinyl, they would bring their own vinyl.
And say, yo, we want this stack. Yeah. That's easy, though. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was one particular time my now ex-wife was working for Equitable Life Insurance, right? One of her co-workers was getting married, right? So happens, she's Russian.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to do a Russian wedding reception. Okay.
Yeah.
I said, babe, what do I do? She said, don't worry about it. They'll take care of the music. And then they still want you to play, you know, all the black stuff because, you know, there's going to be all her coworkers are black and
all
Spanish.
the black stuff.
You know, so you can still play your black and Spanish music, but they're going to give you the Russian music to play.
Okay.
I said, so how much should I charge them? She said, I already told them $500. I was like, oh, here, take the contract to work with you. She came back with the deposit out of the $500. Cool. Back then, I had my roadies, entourage. We pull up in the van. All these people get out the van, moving this equipment into the hall.
Yeah.
The bride sees it. Her father sees it. Go on. Everything's great. I'm killing them with their own music, killing them. Okay.
Which is not easy, even though you have the music.
No, which is not easy. To match the beats, to keep them.
And just to know, what do you like out of this stuff?
It's not no fade in, fade out.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm a real DJ. I'm listening.
Right.
Okay, not that one, not that.
Right.
Okay, I know I can play this one.
Build skills would be
I can play this one behind them and keep them dancing. You have to do all that.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the reception, I see my wife and the bride talking. The bride's dad comes over. They're talking. The bride's dad comes over to me and says, all these people with you? I said, yeah, this is my team, whatever, blah, blah, blah. He said, really? He said, come here a minute. How much did you charge my daughter? I said, $500. He said, and you got all these people with you? I said, yeah. I got another $500.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you tried to make it right, yeah.
He was so impressed.
Yeah.
And this man, I'm telling you, I don't know his connections, but, you know, he was one of them.
Right.
Okay.
Don't think you can hire DJ KL Rockwell for $500 anymore. Yesterday's price is not
No. That was in the 90s. And it was only,
I know y'all were thinking already.
Yeah, but you know that's my base price now. Actually, is $500. I don't do nothing. Nothing.
Right.
I don't do a baby shower
right.
for less than $500. So y'all can start with $500, but they better not be for 8 hours.
Right, we talking a 2 hour set and we out.
No, I give my base 4 to 5 hours, starting off at 500, and then my contract goes up from there. It can go up to $1 million if you want.
Yeah.
I make it happen. You know, but that was just one of the examples of, you know, I've done Russian wedding, Greek. I did a Greek wedding. That was crazy.
Yep, I know
with
it.
their own music.
I know it, trust
me. You know, they breaking plates and all that. That was crazy.
Angie.
That was crazy.
Yep,
I did a Chinese wedding, Japanese wedding.
I've done an Indian wedding.
I've done one of those
was crazy.
too.
Huge.
Yeah.
Like 1,000 people at this wedding. Like,
yeah.
They don't play.
They just keep having babies.
Yeah, they just keep going. They, like, tables, and you're like, oh, there's some. No, this is just one family.
Right.
And it's 12 of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every table is a whole family.
Yes,
you know? Like,
absolutely.
damn.
Yeah. So, baby showers, birthday parties.
So you do the whole gamut.
I've done parades. I've done.
What's the funnest event you've done? You think? What comes to mind when I say that to you? What's the funnest one? But like the best one?
Funnest event that I've DJ'd.
Yeah.
So many of them.
No, I know. But what's the one that comes to mind?
Oh, I did one kind of recently. Oh, I did a Valentine's Day party with a Bronx legend. Now he's worldwide.
Okay.
Boogie Black.
Oh, okay.
If y'all know Boogie Black. And if you go on my Instagram or my Facebook, you will see pictures of that night that
You had a good
was
time?
a blast.
Yeah, you had a good time.
Man.
Keeping it romantic and upbeat.
Oh, man, he did his set.
Yeah.
I stood back and just watched him do his magic. Like, you know, he put his flash drive in, and I let him go for it.
There you go.
Because my sound quality is undeniable.
Yeah.
And anybody, once they hear me sound check, they're like, wow.
What do you got over there?
Right.
That's what they ask, right?
They come looking at the equipment like,
those are RCAs or what you got?
yeah. But, you know, how you hook that up, yo? That sounds incredible. It's so crispy clear. You know, there's you hear every instrument, and you hear it pop over here and pop over there.
Yeah.
I'm a sound man.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I started doing sound along with DJing, because when I didn't get a DJ gig, I got a sound gig.
Gotcha.
And vice versa. I kept it moving.
Yeah.
You know, I did bands as a sound man.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting ready to, if God willing, if this tour ever happens, I'm going to be DJing one night and sound man for the band on another night, and then there's going to be nights where I'm going to play and the band is going to play.
Oh, okay.
So I'm wearing those two hats, and I love wearing those two hats, and those are my two lanes. Now, when it comes to, you know, going back into the record business side, any artist that's not signed, that wants to get signed and wants to know how to get signed the right way and get taught how to even do interviews like this, come see me.
There you go. Open invitation.
My fee for that is less than my DJ fee, I'll tell you that.
There you go. I like that. DJ KL Rockwell, man, I appreciate you joining me. I know this ain't the last time we're going to talk and stuff. But,
absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? I know we got some things we got to tend to in a little bit. We got to feed this man. He hungry too, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I do appreciate you coming out here and continuing to tell the story. I think it's an inspirational story. Like I say, you know, you can be close with all the glitz and glamour and still be humble.
Absolutely.
You know, still provide for your family.
Absolutely.
And still have a good time, you know?
Absolutely.
And you don't have to sell your soul. You keep your dignity. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these things, you know what I mean? All these things that you've accomplished.
I'm telling you, staying in the background that's why I play instruments. Coming up in the church, there was times when I had to sing lead, you know, for a group or a choir or whatever. Yeah. But I'm not stage. I didn't have stage fright, but I'm looking at the people like,
what's
they're
good?
all listening to me and my voice and my crack. They're all gonna laugh at you. They're all gonna, you know. I was that type of person. But put me in the band.
Yeah.
I'm standing.
You're the
back
beast.
there.
Yeah.
Like, I'm killing it, and I'm still getting attention because they're like, look at the bass player. He's over there just rocking.
Right.
But you know, that was me. I never wanted to be the one out front because being out front makes you
a target.
It makes you a target, but it makes you responsible for everybody around you.
Oh, okay. You didn't want that responsibility.
No, I did not want that responsibility. I'd stay in the background, get my bread, and make it safely home. Hopefully, because knowing me, I got a bad temper, man.
I've never seen that from this man. Just
right,
so
but
treat it with respect, you'll get it.
You know, right, exactly. You know, I have I have like an alter ego. They call him Trigger. I don't call him Trigger. That's what he was named from other people.
Okay.
And you never want to see Trigger.
Yeah.
Ever.
Let's leave Trigger home.
Meet K.L. Rockwell, meet Kevin Lewis, but don't meet Trigger. He's not a good dude.
Next time we reconvene, we're going to talk about Trigger. Maybe there's a good story in there. Yo,
Nah. I'm not divulging, no. I'm not divulging no information about Trigger, baby.
Yo.
Y'all don't want to even see him, know him, Never.
You can follow DJ KL Rockwell on Facebook. What, the Instagram's the same thing, right?
Yeah, DJ KL Rockwell on Instagram,
And
KL Rockwell on Facebook. There's no DJ on Facebook, but there's a DJ on Instagram.
I will put that on the screen. They'll know. But party people, it's Voice of the Valley. It's DJ KL Rockwell, your boy Gabriel. Tune in next time. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that share. Let me know how you like this one.
Peace.